I was a New York Times subscriber until recently. I canceled my subscription today, even though it's this cheap digital subscription. But I decided that I don't agree with their editorial piece, and that warrants. I mean, it's a critical disagreement. They want Ukraine to give up its territory in exchange for what they see is peace, but from my view, that would be a very temporary solution that would bring, more war just later.
Yeah.
So I think they also they I like their writing, for example, but I don't think that um, they also have enough background on Ukraine, because their closest bureau is in Moscow, and that colors their perspective.
Right. Did you see an editorial shift recently, or was that always there?
I mean, they always try to cover both sides of the story, um, and it's been difficult to read them recently because when you have one side, which is the fighting side, Ukraine, the victim, kind of like, I don't want to say victim, but it is the side that's resisting the invasion, and then there is the side that's attacking and is using propaganda and misinformation, and to give voice to that. And they present it in a way that it looks like both sides are equally valid.
Right.
um, I think also journalists could do a little more background work and make that decision, which side is presenting the story correctly, because when you have two sides of the story, one side is, I hope, telling the truth, and the other side is lying. The lying side will always win because they're not bound by facts. They can invent things, and we see evidence of this in the Russian narrative, which is constantly changing about the reasons for the war, about their acts during the war, denials, just outright lies, and they're given equal voice,
Right.
and that's very damaging from my perspective, from Ukrainian perspective. And I think that um, I'm not a journalist, and I don't know what the exact correct approach should be here, but I think it should be better than this.